trial would be massive. The process of selecting a jury began in May 2011, with a full media blackout in place. The court summoned potential jurors from Pinellas County, several hours away. In an attempt to find impartial minds untouched by headlines and cable news, it wasn't easy. Everyone had heard of Casey Anthony. Eventually, a panel of 12 jurors and 5 alternates was selected. They were sequestered from the public for the entire trial, which would stretch nearly 6 weeks. On May 24, 2011, State of Florida v. Casey Marie Anthony officially began. Television cameras were allowed in the courtroom. News trucks parked outside. Protesters chanted justice for Caylee. People slept on sidewalks just for a seat inside. It was O.J. Simpson all over again, but with fewer lawyers and more social media. As the opening statements loomed, the country tuned in. Millions of Americans waited to hear 2 competing versions of one question. What happened to Caylee Marie Anthony on June 16, 2008? The state would say she was murdered by her mother. The defense would say she drowned and her death was hidden. The jury would decide who was lying. The trial of the decade. By May 24, 2011, the entire nation had its eyes locked on Orlando. For 3 years, the death of Caylee Marie Anthony had haunted television screens, talk radio, blogs, and dinner tables across America. Now, the saga was finally heading to trial. The courtroom buzzed with tension. Reporters lined the gallery. The judge, Belvin Perry Jr., took his seat at the bench. He was stern, focused, and determined to keep this high-profile case from devolving into spectacle. Casey Anthony, dressed in a light blouse and slacks, sat beside her defense team, led by Jose Baez. She looked small, restrained her signature smirk replaced with a mask of calm. The trial began, not with a whimper, but a detonation. The opening statement, a bombshell from the defense. Jose Baez stood before the jury, took a breath, and delivered what would become one of the most shocking opening statements in modern courtroom history. Caylee Anthony was never murdered. She died on June 16, 2008, when she accidentally drowned in the family swimming pool. Gasps could be heard in the gallery. Baez continued, painting a picture of a family soaked in secrets. According to him, George Anthony, Casey's father, had discovered the body and demanded silence. Instead of calling 911, Baez claimed George panicked and helped cover up the death to protect the family from scandal. Then Baez dropped the second bomb. Casey Anthony had been sexually abused by her father since the age of 8. He said the years of trauma conditioned Casey to lie reflexively, to hide pain behind a mask, and to disassociate from reality.